We have to keep the momentum going to hold police officers accountable for their actions, accountable for their reckless choices, accountable for murdering and killing Black men, Black women, and Black children. And so that's why we are here today, so we can continue the momentum to hold officers accountable.
I believe that there are some things that we all understand to be deserving of every human being, and that is life. That is the right to due process. And one of the challenges that we have in this day and age is that too many people of color don't get that opportunity. So when we see and when we've heard the verdict that came down in Minneapolis, someone asked me, one of the reporters, I told him that I was hopeful. I was hopeful that if that jury could get it right in Minneapolis, surely the community of Pasadena could get it right if we get an opportunity.
I think it's beautiful that we're mobilizing these protests, but it's like, how do we organize right after that? I think it's important, and what I'm aiming to do with my community work is restoring justice. And how can we restore justice within ourselves, right? Whether that's holding community circles, whether that's holding healing spaces, right? That's restorative justice, because at the end of the day, it's an emotional tax on us Black people, right? When we're experiencing this racial battle fatigue and experiencing this anxiety and stuff around Black death and Black trauma.
Accountability is possible, but it must be demanded, not just by Black and brown people, but by white people who will not rest until we undo the racist policing systems that we created.
I think that the church has a responsibility to defend the cause of the oppressed, and we will be held to account if we don't. And so my commitment to this community is that I am always going to be fighting for justice so that we can all be free. And Amos 5:4 is one of my favorite passages that speaks to justice. And it says, but let justice roll down like waters and righteousness like an ever flowing stream. So I long to see the day when that is a reality in our community.
The commitment that we've made as a Clergy Community Coalition and others in this city is that we won't stop until we see change. Amen. I wish somebody would text that in the chat right now. We won't stop until we see change. Come on, Brother Robert, you too. Come on. We won't stop until we see change. Amen. That has to be our declaration, and we've got to meet it, and we've got to see it all the way through.